Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. Today we're talking about Disney says visits to U.S. theme parks are being deferred until Galaxy's Edge is complete. Here we're having Bob Iger make excuses why Disney's Galaxy's Edge isn't performing to the best of its ability. Come with me as we read this article and see his excuses firsthand. Higher ticket prices didn't deter tourists from taking trips to Disney's theme parks. Actually, I heard that it was during its fourth quarter, but some are still holding off on their visits until Star Wars Galaxy's second ride is operational. I have my doubts about that too. We believe there are some delayed visitations to Galaxy's Edge both at Disney and Disney World, CEO Bob Iger said during an earnings call Thursday. So we sense that there are people that are just waiting for the whole thing to be opened, which is fine. Actually, I heard that no one wants to go to those parks because they're too pricey and they can get better theme park deals elsewhere. The company, which reported earnings Thursday after the closing bell, said guests spent more on food, drinks, and merchandise during their time at the parks in the quarter, boosting revenue 8% to $6.7 billion during the three-month period ended September 28th. Is Disney taking these figures from just the Galaxy Edge parks or just the entire Disney World and Disneyland theme parks? Because I find it suspicious. I would not put it past Disney to take income they made in other areas of their theme parks and then taking that money and then using it to inflate Galaxy's Edge's income. Still, expenses at Galaxy's Edge weighed on Disneyland and Walt Disney World. During the quarter, the company had spent $2 billion on the creation of these two park lands, one based in Anaheim, California, and one in Orlando, Florida. Disney is confident that this will turn around now that both parks will be open at the same time for a full quarter and more guests will flock to the two lands. After the opening of the Rise of the Resistance ride, the ride will open in Orlando on December 5th and in Anaheim on January 17th. So far, the Millennium Falcon ride has carried over 5 million people since opening in each of the park locations, Iger said. If you compare those numbers to other areas in the theme parks like Avatar or the Marvel superheroes, then you might see that the Star Wars attractions are actually, lower in how many people are actually going to see them. And this is Star Wars we're talking about here, and if that's the truth, then that's horrible for Disney. The guest experience, guest satisfaction are very, very high in ride availability or attraction availability in the high 90s, he said. That basically means that the very, very complex technological attraction is running very well. Christine McCarthy, chief financial officer at Disney, said booked rates are at its domestic hotels were pricing up 5% compared to the same time next year. Bob Iger says Galaxy's Edge is working in the high 90s, but as I said earlier in this video, if you compare it to other areas of the park, that actually might be lower. And Christine McCarthy said, pacing up for bookings to hotels for going to Disney World and Disneyland is up 5%. That actually might be lower if you take into account bookings of previous years. 5% sounds like it's up above the normal amount of people that make bookings to go to Disneyland and Disney World. But what if that number is fudged? As I said earlier in the video, I don't trust Disney not to go around lying or fudging the numbers of how many people are actually making bookings to go to their theme parks. Alright, if you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you have not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Subscribe to Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And also, could you please share this video, share it on Twitter, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it would do the most good because YouTube isn't going around promoting their YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Now, listen closely, it's plug-in time again. Keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.